Well, welcome back, folks. It's Saturday, whatever day Saturday is. I could probably post it. 14th, I don't know. It's Saturday. September something or other in the teens, whatever that one would be after Labor Day. Just a quick check today to see how everything is. I kind of stirred things up last time we were in here, and I didn't see my queen over here, so I want to make sure I kind of didn't move her over to the next door neighbors and just make sure everybody's doing all right. Food, pollen, seem to be in the middle of a flow with a lot of goldenrod and whatever these things on the ground are. Still, the girls are still working them pretty good. I just want to make sure that I don't need to give them more sugar water right now. I'm just trying to build them up, get the number of bees in the food stores nice and high before the cold weather sets in the not so distant future. So let's see how everybody's doing. I also have some Vivaldi boards that are sitting right underneath the camera, but I don't have my burlap yet, so I could put them on, and of course the Vivaldi boards naturally have round holes, so where I've bent these, they probably won't fit anymore. Hello, small bee. What are you doing up here? Okay, anyway, enough babbling. Let's see what we see. See what we find in here. I don't think there's much going on in here. I haven't filled this in a while. And they found their way out through it, so. Couple, not too many. A few dead bees in there, but not too many. I'm going to put this thing back on the way it's supposed to be, and we'll move this out of the way a little bit. Stuck my toe on a rock over here. Almost fell on my face. That would be unfun. There you go. See, they never bother coming up in this one when it's empty. I like that. So they're both completely empty, which is kind of where I thought they'd be. Go on there. So let's see what we see. I'm just going to take this and kind of move it over here out the way a little bit. Pardon me, kids. Oh, look at that. Built some comb right up there. The pollen patty that was on top is completely gone. Well, close enough to be completely gone. 2 or 3 little tiny pieces. Girls are looking like you're having fun. I'm just going to pop you open and see what's going on downstairs first, and then we'll come back up, okay? I'm not doing any shuffling like last time, so. Pardon me, girls. There we go. Oh, look at that. The brand new pollen patty is half gone. But I put it in and pollen started flowing, so I'm not surprised. They're working it a little bit. It's dried out quite a bit. Really hoping just to see eggs. Show me that the queen is in here and still happy with us. Well, with me. She's probably happy with you girls, but let's see if she's mad at me. I see lots of pollen coming in. Lots and lots. Jeepers creepers. I'm sorry, B. Just one, please. Just one, please. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got pollen, lots and lots of pollen. There's the sun. There we go. And nectar. Some drones. I see they're drawing this side out and filling it with nectar. No eggs yet. Okay. Sit there for me, would you please? Don't panic. Oops, gotta remember that one's foundationless, so it's still warm enough to bust that one off. I'm not careful, so gotta pay attention. Wish you girls would secure that to the bottom. But I guess this is an older frame. It probably won't last much beyond this year. So, but I don't see anything going on there that I want to see. What I want to see is the lady of the house. Well, the big lady of the house. Since I guess there are a whole bunch of ladies of the house. We want to see the one that's in charge. These frames are a little lighter than I expect them to be. I think they must be putting all the food up top. How about you? You have a foundation, you look like, so that's good. Just the corners will chewed out. Hard to see what's going on in here. I see some old brood, but looks like they're filling around it. There we go. Squeeze you guys back together and hold that in place. Thank you. Okay. Who's next? Got that song in my head. I can't get it out. Ooh, this one's full. Yeah, maybe not full, but fuller. All kinds of pollen in this one. Holy cow. All different kinds of colors, shades, but still no eggs. They're not beating the hell out of me. So maybe there's a queen here still, and she's up higher. Excuse me, girls. I'm moving your food around a little bit. Sorry, I'm being a pain. I need to kick my butt. Okay, lots of nectar and pollen. No eggs on that side. No eggs on that side. Starting to draw it out a little bit. Well, really starting to hope that the queen is upstairs, or at least lots of eggs. Because I'm gonna need that boat nib. So, okay, balance. Where are you at? That's the nectar again. Pollen. No eggs. And I'm not even gonna. Well, I will look at the outside one. It's not gonna have any eggs on it, but maybe it'll have some extra food on it. No, it doesn't feel like it's got much of anything on it. It's pretty empty. Pretty empty. Come on, foot, stay underneath me. Almost nothing in it. A little bit of pollen on this side. I mean, nectar. Does seem to be fanning out. So let's see here. Okay. Oops. Well, that fell. That's not what I wanted to happen, but it's all right. We'll just bring it back up for a second. Push those together and push that right back down where it was. Have a nice day. And then you go right back in there. And we'll call that good for down here. Lots of food down there. Not no baby bees, though. Ooh, just standing up straight like that's harder on the back. I do prefer my chair. Move down, please. Clean cup, move down. Thank you. There we go. Okay. Ooh. All right. So far, so good. I get a bucket out here for that. Okay, girls. What you got? Show me some eggs and stuff up here, will you? I can stop worrying about you a little bit. Yeah. That feels like it's full of nectar and honey. It's heavy. And it's packed solid on this side. They're starting to cap it. I'm starting to cap this one too. Lots and lots of honey on that one. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I have to move pretty quick. I've got to go apple picking this afternoon. And I was kind of slack coming out here, so this one is pure food honey. Yeah, look at that. They're drawing it out more and capping it off, so that's a good food store. Ooh, I see lots of brood on the next one. I wonder if there's little eggs on it. Excuse me, girls. Getting close. Of course, it looks like older brood mostly, but I do see what look like larvae in there. Some of them, they're back filling. So there's a queen cup on the bottom though. Looks empty. Lots of larvae. Still no eggs. Another queen cup, empty. So I wonder if I have to put another box back on top. There's a third queen cup. They might be feeling a little bit honey bound, perhaps. But we shall keep looking. Excuse you. We shall keep looking. There you go. That one's lighter. Lots of brood on it on this side that I see. There's a little bit of honey. That's a solid brood frame. It's a nice looking. Oh God, both sides solid looking. And I don't see that they're seriously making queen cells yet. I see some yuckies in there. I'm not sure what's going on. They may just be ready to get decapped or something. Not too many. Okay. Brood, but no eggs, so still not 100% happy. I want to see some eggs or the queen so that I know where the hell she is. In my mind, I've convinced myself that I moved her next door. And until I see her here, I won't be able to unconvince myself of that. Solid honey with some fresher brood, some little larvae. That one's tiny larvae. These things can't be more than a few days old. Some of these things, I don't know. I'll have to study the life cycle a little closer and see those little tiny ones. That one's got a lot of. Okay, still lots of nectar. There's brood in there, just not a ton. I think if they were queenless, then they'd have one of those cups sealed off, or those are actual, swarm cups. They're on the bottom, so they would take an egg that was there and superseded it, and I haven't seen that they've done it. So I think she must still be in here. This one's solid food. They've got plenty of food. They need more babies, but they've got 2 solid frames of brood that will be hatching, within a week or 2. So I think for now, I'm going to wait. That seems to be the best advice people give when you got weird stuff going on. I know it's getting later in the season, especially here in Maine, but it'll be a learning experience for me anyway. The bees probably aren't going to learn too much. This is another solid honey frame. Well, pollen, and I suppose they're probably mixing nectar in and with the pollen to ferment themselves a little bit of bee mead. I don't know. Who says bees don't drink mead? Anyone ever ask them? Okay, what do you got? That is solid nectar again, and being built and filled. I think we'll leave you girls alone. Let you do your thing. The queen is probably in there, and I'm just horrible at finding her. We know that. I have to sit down, take my time. I've never seen her when I've been standing up working. Sometimes just relaxing helps. Excuse me. All right. All right, and then we'll put these girls right back in there. And I'm not going to feed you girls right now because you've got plenty to work with. The only question I have is whether I want to put another box on top and let you draw some honey out, but I don't, because then I'll just be tempted to steal it. And I don't want to do that. Whoops. Probably should have sprayed that first. Get out of my face, bee. I'm not bugging you. Okay. Back you go. Excuse me. Coming in. There you go. Let's do a looky over here and see what we find. Okay, they're not touching the pollen patties much. I'm not digging down into these girls. I'm going to pop the top and see what the bottom count looks like, just to look. But girls are pretty darn mellow here. I'm not going to bug them today because I don't want to overshoot my timeline and be late. But they look happy. They're building up. They're bringing in pollen. They've got pollen patties. I think they'll be okay. I can see lots of frames. I should pull one just to verify that they're bringing in nectar and things, but this one looks pretty darn packed from just from looking up here. Oh yeah, that's got some stores in it for them. That's all. I ripped it a little bit. It's getting sealed right up. So these girls are going to town. They're taking it seriously. They're building up their resources for the winter. So good on them. Like I said, I've got right underneath the camera a couple of Vivaldi boards. So when I get the burlap, it has been down into the 50s a couple of nights here. These girls don't have an upper entrance, so once I get the new one on, those new boards on, they will, and then I can insulate the top a little bit, even before the wraps. Though the wraps and everything are supposed to show up at about the same time, so we'll see what next weekend looks like. everything's supposed to arrive on Wednesday. So if it does, then I can get things moving for winter, for getting ready for winter anyway. Oh, not for winter, but yeah, still lit. Starting to learn what I'm doing. So while I'm doing that, I'll take my stuff. I'll come back and get that comb, maybe, if I remember it. Take my stuff off here. It's getting a little warm. I like to stand and listen to the bees for a bit. But no time today. So that's my magnet. All right. Well, I think that's going to do it for this week. For today, anyway. Who knows what tomorrow will bring. We'll see you next time.